the mascot of the film, like I even like his reveal at the end, how he's like a pumpkin head, kind of,
He is like a pumpkin head.
Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Calvin Cam. We're here. It is Halloween, October 31st. This is our last day of our 31 days of Halloween. Oh my God, we did it.
We did it again. We'll do it again next year.
This is crazy. And we figured we go out with a very much beloved cult classic, a modern cult classic, Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat is an awesome film by Warner Bros. And it is a really cool kind of compilation of short stories. And I think that's all binded together with one kind of story. But it's really good. This movie is definitely a special delight. It's very much one of those campy-ish movies. But it also has like a lot of really cool like visuals, practical effects, great costume design. This movie all around is a fantastic film to watch on a Halloween night. So we wanted to put this on the list and make it kind of special for y'all, because we know that this has a very great following, and I love this movie. So this is one that I tend to watch every year. I believe this is Anthony's first time watching this film. So what'd you think?
Before we get into it.
Oh, before we get into it, hit that like and subscribe button. Come on, you guys. You know the drill. Go over to patreon.com/thecalvincam. Join one of our 3 tiers over there. Donate to the cause. Thank you so much. But now I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay. Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat is a delightful movie. I enjoyed this movie so much. I like the beginning of this movie. I like the credits because it kind of shapes what this is going to be. Short stories. It's visually shown like a comic book. So I like that these stories they're all intertwined and linked together, and you see that throughout the film, and it's just really well done. I just like the whole paying the whole homage to Halloween, and there's a whole town that is celebrating this, and you get you just get a sinister teacher and his son, and then you get these secret society of vampire people that are in town for one night, and you get the whole backstory of this character that wears a bag mask, and he follows up into the ending of this film. But I just like all the homage to just Halloween.
Yeah,
it's just like it's really, really well done.
It's got a really great cast too. We have like Anna Paquin, Brian Cox, Dylan Baker, Rochelle Aites, Quinn Lord, Laurie Lee Smith, Monica Delane, and a couple more really great actors. This film does really. I mean, Brian Cox is awesome in this. He's awesome in mostly everything he's in, but I thought he did a really spectacular job in this one too. But yeah, I like the Red Riding Hood story in this one. I thought was really good.
I also like the kids in the bus, the whole story, how that was portrayed. It was just, and then them going to summon these people, and then it's just really well done.
And then, the mascot of the film, like I even like his reveal at the end, how he's like a pumpkin head, kind of,
He is like a pumpkin head.
Yeah.
And I like how you can see how the full circle, how he bites into the glass.
Yeah.
Into the glass jack-o'-lantern sucker, and that's how he kills the lady in the woman in the beginning sequence, and he does it in the end sequence too with, I think, the old man. He does it. That's where he bites it.
Yeah, he's just this little sinister force of Halloween, and I think that he's a great mascot. I feel like he's pretty iconic too. as I feel like he should belong up there with some of the regular icons because he definitely I love the character design. He just looks really great, and I love the fact that he's even with the mask off, he's more than just like a little kid. He's like a pumpkin demon.
Yeah.
So but yeah, like I mean this movie it's really awesome. I definitely recommend it. I think it came out in 2007. And I'm pretty positive. And yeah, I mean like if I were to rate this film, I give this film a 4. I really enjoy this film. It's definitely worth your time. I definitely wish it was longer. That was my only thing is because I felt like it was a little short. I wanted more stories, you know. I don't think they made sequels to this film. As far as I know, this is the only one. But I think that it's you know fun. It's fun. It's a little bit scary. It's got that campiness of like 80s horror, but also like being kind of more modern. Um, and yeah. What would you give it?
I like this movie. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Nice.
This I just like the comic book style of telling the story, and then you just kind of see it in some of the shot sequencing, and I also like the pacing of the movie. I thought the pacing was great, how
Yeah.
it points and directs things to what's going to happen later in the film as it does a full circle.
It does a really great transition into the other stories.
Yeah.
So like
I think that's like where this movie that's where it shines, I think. Is just the way it's done and just the whole homage to Halloween. It's awesome.
yeah, it is. All right, everybody. Well, we're gonna do some fun facts for you, and before we let you go on this fantastic Halloween, we pull them up. Here they are. Okay, the kid with the lollipop in his mouth who peeks in on the girls in the changing rooms when they are trying on Halloween costumes is Quinn Lord, who plays Sam throughout the rest of the movie.
That's cool.
The performers under the masks playing the kids on the school bus all have real disabilities or injuries, and they apparently had a blast during the shoot. Their costumes were inspired by a mix of photos from Ralph Meatyard and Diane Arbus capturing real mentally disabled children on Halloween in their own homemade costumes.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah. Most of the jack-o'-lanterns were made out of either foam or ceramic. An on-set joke was that no pumpkins were harmed during the making of this film.
Except for when the little kid was smashing them on the fence.
Let's see. They couldn't use a recognizable candy wrappers because all of the candy in the film is either poisoned or filled with razor blades, and had to create their own instead, which was kind of fun because we came up with stuff like Big Fudge Log, the director reveals.
That is funny.
There were 18 drafts of script, and one theme that crept in along the way is the idea that each of the stories represents a different stage of a person's experience with Halloween. The first story was with Dylan Baker and his son, is about how you're introduced to the holiday. The second one with the kids is you and your friends roaming around without parents for the first time. This one with Anna and her friends is Halloween in your 20s when it's all about sex. The final story with Brian Cox is Halloween in your twilight years. It's the Scrooge of Halloween.
That's really cool. I actually like that
Yeah.
Explanation of that. So it just kind of breaks it down.
It is. Anna Paquin's character Laurie is named after Laurie Strode from Halloween.
Awesome.
Characters from each story are frequently seen in the background of the other stories they are involved with. This is to help piece together the chronology of the film.
Yep.
There's a voice cameo from James Marsden at 59 minutes on the TV talking about the history of Halloween candy.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Let's see. Let me find a good one. Brian Cox wore a wig and prosthetics because he wanted to look like John Carpenter. The gumball rolling down the stairs is a nod to The Changeling in 1980, another horror movie shot in Vancouver. And it turned out that the cameraman working this sequence also filmed the ball scene in The Changeling. It was one of his first gigs in the business.
That's awesome. I just like all these throwbacks.
It is. Movie reference, Mr. Krieg says, "You've got to be fucking kidding me," when he sees part of the supernatural killer, its hand operating independently from his body. This is a nod to a similar scene in John Carpenter's The Thing, of which Michael Daugherty is a fan.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Let me do one more for you, okay?
This is the final finale of the 31 Days of Halloween. Our final fun fact until next year.
Okay. C. Ernst Harth has a cameo as Laurie's blind date, the giant baby. In 13 Ghosts, he played the ghost called The Great Child, also a giant baby. Both films were Warner Bros. Releases.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that is it. There's a lot more fun facts on the internet about this film. Go check them out. Yeah, this is worth your time. So thank you everyone so much for sticking with us all month long, every day. I know it hasn't been easy, probably easier for you than us, but we really appreciate all the support that you've given us all month. And we're really excited to get back on track to our regular schedule with our regular episodes. We have a new structure. We have so many big plans. We're finally in this new set in the studio. So it's going to be really great stuff happening. And we are going to be covering all sorts of content going forth with a lot of cool segments that we have planned out. And I'm really excited to just build this with you guys. And we couldn't have done it without all of you and all of your support. And we really, really, really appreciate it. So
much love to everyone. I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to get back into doing our 31 days again. It's such a treat. And thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone that subscribed this month. It's all bittersweet and awesome. And we really appreciate it.
Yeah. So just as a special treat, I want to give you a little insight on what's to come. We have some video game content coming forth. We're going to be doing a nominee predictions for Game of the Year, kind of like what we did last year, but we're going to put a little twist on it and do some fun stuff with that. Hopefully we will get to attend the Game of the Year awards again like we did last year. So I would like to, throw some of that on the channel as well. And then we have some cool movie drafts going. And we want to, one of the next episodes that's going to be coming out is about animated films. The best animated films of the decade. So I would like, decade so far. So, just a little insight for y'all, as a holiday special. Thank you all so much. Happy Halloween, everyone. And we'll catch you next week.
See you, everyone. Happy Halloween. Be safe.